What's going on, everybody? Well, as you can see, we got our Prime delivery today. We're going to open this baby up. There should be two items inside. One of the items is for this truck, and the other item is for everything to help me film a little bit better and quit this right here. So even when I'm trying, like right now, I'm trying pretty hard to hold it steady, and I'm sure it's not bad, but you can still see it shaking quite a bit. And sometimes I got like a Parkinson's thing go where it's like that right there because my hands shake a little bit. And so anyway, let's open the box. Alright, well, I cut her open. I haven't even lifted the lid yet. I'm pretty excited about this one. This is my first, I wouldn't say my first investment into the channel, but it's really my first investment that ain't an RC car or RC product. This is just a straight up for the channel investment. Here's what I'm looking for first though. This is for the truck, obviously. So can we open this up one-handed? They had two sizes. That one of them was like 115 millimeter and then the other one was 144 millimeters, so obviously got the longer one. How the hell is it supposed to mount? You just put a screw through the dang body up into that? I suppose so. It comes with two screws. That's it. So I guess you drill a hole in the body. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to get this out of here with one hand. Anyway. So I imagine you just drill a hole straight up through the body or wherever you put the thing and mount it right to it. I'm going back to this part. At least my plans are to mount it to back here so it's not coming on and off with the body all the time. At least I think that's what we should do. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. What do you think, back there or here? I don't know, I guess it wouldn't matter. It might not be a bad thing to have it on the body because then all these lights are on the body. I can wire them together, I guess. Well, I can't wire them together because this has to have the features. It comes with, I guess it does a few different things, you know. It's not just a yellow, I mean it's yellow, but I mean not just rotate only. I think you can make them flicker and stay on and do different things. I don't know. Alright, now let me get to the good stuff now. I'm going to pull the plastic off this thing because I pulled it out a minute ago and all you see was my ugly mug like a mirror. So let's try this again. Alright guys, when you get a box in this house, my cats, they think the boxes become theirs. Daisy, is that your box? Huh? Is that my girl? Huh? My precious girl. You want to hang out in the box today? Okay, you can have it. It's all yours. So anyway, I got the iSteady M6, the whole kit, the one that comes with the AI and everything. I've watched a lot of reviews. Like I said, for over a year I've been watching these reviews, and this one has been one of the top contenders from everybody's opinion. DJI, all them are good, and they're a little cheaper, but they don't have that crane feature that I'm looking for, because when you go all the way up, when it's locked on something, you go all the way back down, this one will, the phone will stay perfect without nothing blocking the view. DJI, the one I seen, when you try to go all the way down, the phone will rotate and then it's upside down. Well, I don't know if you guys know it, but when you film upside down on your phone, your picture ends up going sideways on the screen. So it doesn't work out very well. This one here, you don't have that problem. And plus, if you're filming and that little thing gets in your way, you can hit a button and it will turn it to the other side. I mean, there's a lot of cool features about this thing. Let me get it out of the box and quit yapping. Alright, well first off, let me show you. You can also pause if you want to read everything that's in here. But, she's pretty darn good. And then again, I didn't just go out and just pick one. I got the one that I've been wanting for a while. So, let's get that out of the way. Let's see what we got here. And that is a dang nice little case. I mean, I seen it on previews. Didn't look all that great because of the way the bottom shape and stuff. But it actually feels really good. Like if you threw this in your car and something accidentally got thrown on top of it, you'd be okay. It's actually pretty strong. I thought it was going to be more like a Ziploc bag, you know what I mean? So let me see if we can't do this one-handed. It'd be nice when I can set my tripod up. Huh? Let's see how this works. Okay, so it goes all the way around that way. Boom. I know I'm all over the place here. I'm trying. Real nice. Let's see. We got us a big, thick book. Jesus Christ. That's like a... Good Lord. It's almost a ½ inch thick. Is that a box? I hope that's a box. That's a book. Jesus Christ. Wow. Alright, let's just get to the brass tacks here. Wow. That thing is heavy, sturdy. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to feel that good in the hand. Like, got all this going on. Yeah. Let me put the tripod on it so I can balance it like they say and everything. Alright. I did find one little downfall. It's not really a downfall. I guess it's just me. But it gives you a 1-foot cord for charging this thing. That means, what, you're going to set this next to your wall every time you're on the floor or something? I mean, not everybody's got like an outlet on their desk or something. I mean, yeah, I got plugs all around me right now. But I'm still going to have to set the thing on the floor to charge it if I use this cord. You know what I mean? You'd think they'd at least give you like a 3-footer. I understand this thing here is supposed to be small up here, you know, to hook to your phone, but not a big deal. Again, I'm just whining about nothing, but I've always hated that. I've gotten a few different devices that come with cords like that, and it's like, come on, really? So now you got to go set your item on the dang floor next to an outlet, or up on the kitchen counter where you got an outlet, something like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me go ahead and get this charged. I'm going to watch a video or two on it, and we'll get right back in here and show you how it works. I know we got to level it up, you know, get it weighed out with the phone on there and all that. I'm pretty excited about it, but I want to make sure that I learn a lot of it before I start. That way I'm not just an idiot hitting buttons. I'm probably going to be anyway. I mean, that's just how I roll. But anyway, we'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, before we get outside and test out this awesome little gimbal, I want to hook up these lights on the hauler. I've had a lot of people asking me, how can you run these if you got a stock controller still? Or can you, and all that? Well, yes, you can, but you need to either run a splitter to one of your differentials that switches, so that, like, whenever you flip your rear diffs on and off, these will also change functions, which is kind of annoying. But what I do, if I just want to do it for a video or whatever, I'm going to run these to the rear diff, but I'm also going to leave the rear diffs unhooked. I'm going to lock them in. I'm going to leave them locked. You can run a little rubber band if you're worried about them popping back, but that don't really happen too often. Just lock them in, then unplug it. If you do that, you'll be okay for a little while. If you're going to run it hard, go ahead and lock them with a rubber band or something so it just can't move back. But for this video, and just to show you guys what you can do, because I don't even have a splitter at the moment. I have one in the other trucks, but I don't have enough extra ones, I don't think. So I'm just going to go ahead and unplug the rear diff, plug this into that spot, use it then. You can still lock and unlock your fronts, switch your lights with the other button. Now, if you're one of the people that don't really use your overdrive, your second gear transmission, just lock it in low and then unplug that one instead. You can keep your differentials if you're using TRX4. So anyway, that's what I do. If you're running any other rig and there's just a feature on the controller that does something for you, just use that spot. That's all you got to do. Now with servos, I don't recommend you leaving them plugged in and sitting there flipping your lights back and forth all the time. Well, like on my Blazer, that light bar does a lot of different things. A lot of different colors, and when I'm sitting there flipping, it's like 20 different things you can do. So that means your servo is going to go back and forth 20 times if you leave it connected together. So it's not a good idea. That's why I'm just going to go ahead and take this one and unplug it. Let's just make sure it even works that way. How about that first? Alright, so now I unplugged my rear diff. So now when I run the switch, nothing happens when I do the rear, but I still do the front, no problem. So let me go ahead and plug this in where those unplug from. Let's see, which way does it go? Brown on that side, okay. And this is also your last one in the box. It's easy to unplug. The rear diff is the easiest one to get to because there's so many in here. It's kind of hard to pull one out from in the center, you know what I'm saying? So now let's see. All right, if I flip just this switch, let me just bring it over here. We're just gonna do that one. Boom, there we go. You want a different feature? Let's see what we got. It does, oh wow, it does do a lot of different features. Wow. Well, I actually was not expecting that. That's actually pretty cool. So there you go. That's how I do it. Now I'll probably run a splitter to this later when I get one, and I just won't flip them very often. You know, I'll find a feature I like. If I'm unlocking or locking my differentials, then they'll switch, you know. So this only has like 4 or 5 different things, I believe, so it's not as bad as the other ones. That's cool right there. I'm not going to tell you what it reminds me of. Okay, I will. Titty tassels. Anyway, never mind. So now I'm going to mount this on the truck. And I got this little bit that ain't very good and ain't big enough, so I'm using my soldering iron. I use that one all the time just to melt stuff. So I got me a couple of marks on the body. We're just going to melt us a hole through. And the way this one is, pretty much you just run these screws up through the body. Probably ought to use a washer though, because if you flip, it's going to come off. I decided to put it here. It's going to be easier to take on and off than if I mount it here. I'd have to run the wire and hide them, but not a big deal. I'd rather it where it's going to be on the body though. Alright, just going to show you real quick. We also took the soldering iron and melted a little groove to poke the wires down through. That way we get that in there. And I ran it long ways so that you never see it once the top's on, or once the lights are on anyway. Alright guys, before it gets any darker, now we can take this outside, test out my little gimbal just a little bit. Remember, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, so we're just going to mess around. It's also getting dark and cloudy already, so it's not going to be a great video anyway. And I'm running off an old phone just to see how it does. But I want to take my Toyota out there and test it on my new road I built yesterday. So, and also, I'm not happy with my light placement. They're all right, they'll work. I should have put them back further, but I wanted to make sure I could pull the pins in and out. But at the time, I was thinking the pins went long ways instead of sideways, like the fronts. I had a brain fart, so I kept some distance. And they go sideways, so I could have had it all the way back there. Bummer, but oh well. Not a big deal. They do work, as you can see. Got different light features, all that good stuff, so I like that one. It's just funny. So anywho, let's get outside. Quite a few features actually. I'll count them later. No. Let's go. My bad. Guess I'm gonna have to really get used to this one-handed driving, ain't I? Trying to find a good unload spot. I'm still one-handed driving, so, and I'm learning a new toy. Oops. It's definitely going to take a little work. My hands ain't big enough to drive. I can barely steer. Oops, sorry guys. I unlocked it, I forgot. Again, like I said, I'm learning new features on this thing. Let me go with the locked mode. Watch this. Now, it should pretty much stay at that direction, but if I go and turn somewhere, it's not going to be good. I'm going to order some new tires, I think. It's actually stuck. Now we got to take it out of there and go this way. I think if I hit it twice, it goes back to normal mode. There we go. Alright, I did set it up there. I didn't do the wonky bridge with the small tires. It doesn't work out. But I am learning which features I like the best on here. This thing is pretty awesome, man. I'm gonna tell you what, it takes a little bit of practice though to learn to really watch your screen now, because when you're aiming your hand, it's one thing, but when this thing kind of aims itself, you still got to make sure you're holding it right. Come on now. We got some new tires coming too. Well, not yet, we don't. We will be. I've decided on some. That was actually almost there. Doesn't have a great steering radius either. It's just a truck I was building, but it's not a great performer or nothing. I built this truck just because I had Marty McFly. I know it's not the extended cab. I know that, but I still wanted to build this truck for him because he was smaller. Well, I hope this makes this video a little better for you guys. I know it's messing my sound up. I'm gonna have to get a microphone now. I'm pretty sure it blocks my sound off. Alright, let's try this some more. That Fusion SE is great. I swear, look at that. Even on this old cheap chassis. I don't know if I can make this. Oops, sorry guys. Both of them. Good save. Oh yeah. We gotta strap her down. Alright, so you guys think we can get across this right here? I don't know. I know it's getting dark out here. And I know don't be playing around, just go. I'll tell you what. Oh, we were there too. We were going up it, be one thing, but I was trying to go across is what I was trying to do. I think we're gonna go up instead. The world's baddest mamma jamma right here, I'll tell you. Oh no. Can we save it? Of course we can. Oh, of course we can't. Haha. Mayday, mayday. All right, I placed it back and we were crawling over and I realized I hadn't hit record yet. But we also found a little piece that went to the ecto. Body anyway. Just a little part that goes in the bed. Right here. It was laying out here. Gas can, I guess is what it is. Alright guys, we need to wrap this up so I can go figure out how this turned out. So okay. Oops, sorry. That was my bad. She's a monster.